Hello, I'm Crickets, and welcome back to I Have a Story. Before I can get the last teacher that I have to talk about off my list, I have to get this story out of the way first, because it's part of what leads into my story with my other teacher. My junior year of high school, I found out that there were University of Toledo neighborhoods that campus students had houses that they rented. And that meant there were big parties. So one night I was driving around, and again, being a kid in high school when the rest of your peers have to go home and I don't, I started driving around searching out these neighborhoods. And driving through them one night, I said, hey, that's a big party. Wonder if anybody noticed if I showed up, and just dropped in. So I did. uh, I had, a full beard at the time. I talked about this, and I did not look like a kid. I even took a couple of my high school friends to some of these parties. It was like, guys, check this out. You can just show up at these college parties and nobody knows. Then it got to be known that I could drink college kids under the table. And I remember there were many nights, many bets, lining shot beer right down the table. Who could hold up to the 16-year-old? People coming in. 16-year-old, I got this kid. No, you don't. And not one time did I ever lose. Not once. Then I got to start hanging out with and getting to know some of the older people because they had parties on a regular basis. I'm trying to think of where I want to go with this right now because it leads into how I but ran into out in social life my shop teacher. And there's several stories to talk about with that shop class and the things that happened in there. There's some pretty funny stories. It's pretty, again, bizarre stories. But I like to keep these short. Again, not having the family life that I should have had and roaming the streets and not wanting to go home and not feeling like I had a home to go to put me in a lot of precarious situations. And that's another one of them. And I started just partying at houses and waking up not even knowing where I was at. And even from Toledo, I've done that down in Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia. Kind of got to learn, Georgia, go down there. There were some wonderful people down in Georgia, a lot of Jamaicans, and you just go down there and just meet people, party, pass out on their couch, wake up the next morning, and either do it again or out the door you go. I spent a lot of time when I was a teenager, young teenager, a minor teenager, roaming like that. But that'll lead into my next story as to, yeah, puff, puff, pass to my teacher.